It's Thursday Newsbreak with Maggie Farese and Gabe James.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Thursday Newsbreak. I'm Gabe James.
And I'm Maggie Farese. Here are tonight's top stories.
So let's address the elephant in the room, the biggest story of 2020. That's right, the story of the battle between a man and a little bitch has been explosive to say the least.
That's right, the story that a dog shot its owner in the leg in Plano, Texas has completely polarized the country.
I'm personally pro-dog shooting man by accident gang.
And we all know that I'm pro-dog shot man in leg with malicious intent gang.
I just don't see how you could be so pessimistic.
Pessimistic? Open your eyes! That dog deserves to be put down. What'd I say?
Why do you think the dog would do it on purpose?
It was pissed. It was pissed at its owner, and it was pissed at the world.
Okay, but that doesn't give it a reason.
It was pissed, all right. Pissed right the F off, and it took it out on the one guy who pissed it off the most. The man.
Do you have any evidence?
It's obvious. Look at this clip of the guilty motherfucker.
I'm pissed.
That's a guilty dog, all right. Look how pissed off it is.
All right, well, on to the B news. AP has called the election for Joe Biden to be the next president of the United States. Personally, I'm relieved. It'll be nice to have a real loyal American back in the White House. And his owner has some experience too, I guess. A recent fact check has proven that there is no evidence that suggests that Lady Gaga is a witch.
Damn it!
The state of Oregon passed a law that decriminalizes previously illegal substances. When asked which drugs, the state replied, yes.
A Rhode Island resort is offering an exclusive Lord of the Rings experience in its Hobbit house. When you walk in the house, you watch a bunch of short white guys fight with swords for 3.5 hours, and then leave.
Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend Kimberly Guilfoyle offered a lap dance at a fundraiser to the donor who gave the most money. Best $45 I ever spent.
The United States military is now officially allowing yoga pants to be worn in its base commissaries. This is expected to increase morale as well as the number of visible bulges.
A UK resident who was arrested for driving without a valid license was caught driving away from her court hearing. Investigators later found out that she was unaware of the original charge and had thought she was at a hearing for the vehicular manslaughter she committed earlier that week.
A man visiting Yellowstone National Park was sentenced to 2 years of probation for entering a closed-off thermal area to cook chickens in a hot spring. Here is the culprit.
President Trump has recently been asking his supporters for donations to help fight his legal battles over the election. However, the fine print shows that 40% will go to help pay off his campaign debts. The other 60% will go towards booking Lil Wayne as a character witness.
A Florida woman was surprised to see her cat dropped a two-headed snake on the living room floor. When asked for comment, the woman was mostly relieved that the cat had found that no good, stinking, rotten husband of mine.
An obese turtle from Manchester started to die after gaining lockdown pounds. He was motivated after this comment from Anderson Cooper.
Well, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this from a president of the United States. And I think, as Jake said, it's sad and it is truly pathetic. And of course, it is dangerous. And of course, it will go to courts. But you'll notice the president did not have any evidence presented at all. Nothing. No real, actual evidence of any kind of fraud. He talked about people putting up papers in windows. He talked about things that he'd seen on the internet. That is the president of the United States. That is the most powerful person in the world. And we see him like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the hot sun, realizing his time is over. But he just hasn't accepted it, and he wants to take everybody down with him, including this country.
A fistfight broke out in the egg aisle of a Tesco during the 2 minutes of silence to honor British veterans. Witnesses at the scene found it tragically ironic that a day meant to honor the sacrifices of war ended in its own casualties.
What a shame. Rudy Giuliani held a press conference at the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company in Philadelphia, mistaking it for the luxury hotel chain. Afterwards, he went to Outback Steakhouse for a quick bite.
A British retailer has caused controversy after the announcement of a new holiday-themed donut they titled Santa's Yum Nut. You don't even want to know what they scrapped before that.
You know what? Humor me.
Mrs. Claus's Salty Cream Pie, Rudolph's Monster Dong, Frosty's Massive...
No, you know what? That's more than I ever wanted to hear, and I do in fact regret asking.
I know. They didn't even try to be creative on that last one.
Anyways, the town of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky has elected a French bulldog named Wilbur as its mayor, continuing their tradition of electing dogs in the position since 1998. Another win for the greatest democracy in the world.
A California fairgrounds weeds are being removed by landscaping goats, this coming days after they finally won their labor strike.
And that's all for Thursday's Newsbreak. I'm Gabe James.
And I'm Maggie Farese. Good night, everyone.